Yo, it's Average Joe, and I'm back with Control. We are back after the official last mission. We have technically completed the game.
On the old director, Northmore, didn't list any dated death.
Be an error. The record staff process a lot of data. Maybe it just slipped through.
Yeah, maybe.
Still going
I
on.
heard you closed the HISS portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. Now, if we could just flush out the stragglers.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau. Fuck it. The entire fucking world. HRA is part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be.
Let's see if there's anything new from Emily.
Where are the files on parasitic entities I asked for?
I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Darling's office. I'd have to dig through the archives for the rest, but I'm not going through the Panopticon. Not with the altered
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
The good ending.
I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. Well, I've got a Bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Wait,
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
they were all new questions.
Hi, Jesse.
When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, empirically, no, but Phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. The fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm gonna consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
Show her the video. He said he wished he showed her everything.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
And last question about the board.
I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
I'm glad their storyline turned out
Fight
good.
in the armory?
None. Look,
Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Yeah, so these are new questions too.
What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, man. I mean, fuck, shit. Faden. Sorry.
He'll get it one day. So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
We can also go see Artie.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Well, Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever going to end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
More about Marshall.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up. I'll see you later.
You know where I'll be.
So we'll also have to keep a lookout for Marshall.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order to the incident in April. Case number...
It's the jukebox switch. Sorry guys, but I'm not going to bother with it. I know you can unlock a new suit by doing it, but to me that's not worth it. Well, I've not been in here apparently. Just having a quick look around.
Head of research.
What? The director's just handing out promotions?
I guess you better get in there.
Yeah, they can have a promotion if they want. Haven't been in this door yet either. That guy's still just listening to nothing.
You heard the director stop the hiss, right? Sounds like she can really handle things.
Finally, someone had the balls to take the fight to them. It's about time we had someone other than
So I think we'll go and look for our other friends then. But I think we'll change to that suit. This looked like the closest one to where we need to be. So we can start up the foundation. We can check out a dark place. Langston's runaways will only need the paper lantern. And all of those I am just classing as side quests, really. We'll go check on the foundation. Make sure we're going the right way. We can't just fast travel there, unfortunately. I've taken the wrong turn somewhere. Mail room, that's what I'm looking out for. I ran the complete opposite way. Should really just be able to skip through all this, but I've not been here in a while, so I'm going to check around for secrets. Nothing on this side. But I do need to go through here. Already got everything else from around here. Unless... Nope. Just since I can fly now, I can reach much higher places. But I couldn't see anything up there. I hear the phone ringing.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond. Problem in the foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Ah, yes. Artie's vacation spot when I forgot to have the mic on for most of the episode. Very annoying. I feel like there should be more of a secret in here. Like that's gotta open, right? Because that one opened. I'm guessing anyway. Where was Artie's janitor cupboard? It was coolant pumps, right? I think that was the closest. I hope. I want to go check on him. See, look, I've not been up here. Although there is nothing good. But there is on this side. No, I think I'm going the complete wrong way. Let's get back to that fast travel. That's what I was looking for. So easy to get lost in this game. Especially after not playing for so long. Is there another door that I'm missing? Because I need to go that way.
The mold's gotten in here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Luckily, they're all mostly staying around the same spot. No, again, I'm not going the way that I want to. Maybe this is why. I'm a full level too high. Yes, I think. I hope. No, I think I might just be in a complete wrong place.
Hello again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
Ah. Clog is back too. I guess that's the mission we're doing now. Jesus. That one there. This one I'll fly back over with. And it should go there.
We should go down there to clear out the rest of it.
You need to hit the eye bits, don't you?
Mr. Clog. I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Right, that was a nice easy one. And that finally fully cleared up the clog. And now trying to remember where to go. I'll do collectibles either at the end of this episode or I'll start one tomorrow. Doesn't need it anymore. Yeah, see, it says I need to go up there to get to the janitor's office. Not a doorway down there. There is the elevator though. Don't remember where this takes us. That is such a fire outfit. I would cop that in real life. Not where I wanted to be, but it works out. Ooh. I think we'll do energy. I think we've only used that twice in the full game. Yeah, well, right. We will try ventilation. Yep, janitor's office this way. Enemy spawn, we run past. And we should be in a safe room now.
Ati's still gone. I get the feeling he had more of an agenda than he let on. Did he already get what he was here for?
I was hoping to see him again. The clog is cleared from there. Back to the power plant.
Look alive. Director on deck.
Is there anyone in here?
Log the other day. It was in my sink. When I snaked it out, it asked if I had anything to drink.
What did you say?
I think I got it a beer.
That guy's making friends with the hiss. Let's go back to the vacation spot then.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
I wonder if I just ran, how long it would let us run for.
So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Let's go for it.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
No sightseeing. I can't see anything anyway.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while. These crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest hell. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
But is Marshall dead? How did she die? I got distracted. I guess this is where I need to go. So what is this? I think it's one of those loot boxes, but I can't get it yet. So I didn't really realize this was a full new place. I'm now thinking this is actually one of the DLCs. And if I start up the DLC now, I might be on for another hour, hour and a half. So I know it's a shorter video than usual, but I'm gonna end it here. Well, we've had shorter already. So yeah, I'll be back finishing off whatever quest line this is. But for now, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.